Hey guys, we are Sean and Christy Michael of Long Long Honeymoon, also known as Lo Loho, coming at you today with something a little different. Yes, I broke my foot. I was stepping outside of our Airstream one night right around midnight. We had about half of our step folded out, so the bottom step was kind of high off the ground. Earlier in the day, we'd been working on our water pump, trying to repair something with the pump, and the water hose had been repositioned, and it was lying beneath our step, and it was covered up with kind of a floor mat. Well, when I stepped down with all of my weight on my left foot, my foot came down on top of the water hose, and it rolled my ankle.
So this is a first in all of my camping travels. I fell and injured my ankle stepping out of the Airstream. I think it's an ankle sprain, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty ugly. And it's about 12:30 at night. We're going to have to go to the hospital to get it checked out. Just trust me, it's pretty bad.
I horribly sprained the ankle. The sprain was so severe that it snapped the base of the fifth metatarsal bone in my foot, and it was incredibly painful, as you might imagine.
I was in the camper when it happened, and I was laying on the bed, and I heard this yell from outside. And of course, I dashed out there, and he was laying on the ground, and he was kind of holding his leg up, and at first I thought he had hurt his knee. But he said, no, it's my ankle. And so I went ahead and took his shoe off, and as soon as I took his shoe off, I knew he'd done something pretty terrible because his ankle was already swollen to probably the size of a tennis ball. And the side of his foot, where we eventually learned broke it, was already developing a knot about the size of a golf ball.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty right off the bat. I mean, within 2 minutes, the foot looked terrible. And
the broken spot was turning blue already.
So we had to make a visit to the emergency room. After viewing the x-rays, the doctor came back and he said, first of all, you broke it. Secondly, you need to have surgery immediately or as soon as possible. When you break bones in your foot, bones immediately start healing back. And if they start healing in a way that is kind of abnormal or less than optimal, then you can end up with a foot that's screwed up for the rest of your life. We were about 3,000 miles from home. We were with our Airstream and our truck, of course, and there just wasn't a realistic way for us to get our rig back home in time for me to have the surgery. Yes, Christy could theoretically tow, but I needed to elevate my foot. So realistically, towing our rig 3,000 miles with a badly broken foot was not a good idea. So I could have either had the surgery in Northern California or flown home to have it. When you have surgery, you're going to be dealing with your doctor not only on the day of the surgery or even the immediate follow-up, but possibly follow-up months later or even years later. The most logical thing to do for us was to go home and have the surgery, because I know in the future if I have to go back for a follow-up visit with my doctor will be home. The other thing is, recovering from this type of surgery in an Airstream would just be extremely difficult. Yeah.
Because he could put absolutely no weight whatsoever on his left foot. So he wouldn't have been able to get in our shower at all.
Thankfully, where this accident happened, we had a good buddy, Vinny Lamica, Vinny's North Bay Airstream Repair. Over the course of like 24 hours, we found a place to put our Airstream into storage. Vinny winterized the Airstream for us. And we also found a place to store Seymour, our beloved Ford F-250 diesel truck. And we booked a Thanksgiving Day flight home, where a week later I ended up having the surgery.
It's so crazy because I've been trying to wiggle my toes, and I just can't that much.
Put your other foot up next to it and we'll see the difference. Oh yeah, there's a little difference there, huh?
Crazy.
They put a titanium screw in my left foot, screwed the broken bone back together, and I've spent the last couple of months allowing that bone to heal. It took me probably 6 weeks to get to where I could just sort of walk around or lurch around. But the point of this video is to get you guys thinking about what you might do and how you might handle a situation like this if you suffer some kind of injury while you're out there traveling either on the road in an RV or even internationally if you find yourself overseas. It was a situation where we had to scramble and make some tough decisions, and I'm still in the process of recovering from this injury. It just takes one wrong step to totally change your life for at least several months.
He was stepping out to pack some things away into our outside storage because we were supposed to be leaving the next day. So we were doing some last minute packing up and that sort of thing before we went to bed. So it was really just a split second decision to, hey, I'm going to stick these in the storage under the bed outside.
Actually, that's one of the things about this experience that's almost kind of scary, because I actually am a very cautious, careful person with where I step and how I step, because I've busted knees and ankles before. So, I thought I was being cautious, and it was just an accident. That's all there is to it. I mean, accidents happen, as the saying goes, and they will happen to you too. They happen to everybody. So I think you just have to plan for the accident happening. When it happens, you just got to deal with it the best you can.
Yeah. I would just really make sure your health insurance will cover you outside of your state. The other thing that our insurance actually comes with, which is nice, is a service called MedJet. And MedJet is a service where if you are hospitalized more than 250 miles from your hometown, they will fly you home. If Sean had been hospitalized, we could have used that service.
We want to make lemonade out of these lemons, and we're going to do some different style videos this year on our YouTube channel. I know that many of you have been requesting more content and some vlogging. So we're going to attempt more vlogging on this channel and more casual, informal videos, and I think it actually could be a lot of fun. And I think, since I'm recovering from this broken foot, it's kind of a good time for me to experiment with doing videos like this. So we really hope that you enjoy our content, whether I have a broken foot or not. We've been very heavily focused on Airstream and RV travel, and we will continue to talk Airstream and RV travel, but we're also going to talk about some international travel, because in addition to hitting 49 states with our Airstream, Christy and I have been to more than 30 countries around the world. Travel is just sort of our thing.
It's in our DNA.
And so we enjoy talking about it. So I really want to share with you guys that aspect of our travels, and hopefully it can help you when you go out on your own adventures. Maybe you can learn from our mistakes and not make the same mistakes in your own travels. So that's it, guys. Quick video about my broken foot, which should be a Daniel Day-Lewis movie, I think. We really appreciate all of you guys out there who have subscribed to our channel. We really grew quite a lot last year, and that's gotten us excited and motivated.
Yes.
And we're going to be producing more videos this year than ever before. That is my goal.
Keep clicking subscribe. Tell your friends and neighbors to click subscribe. That really does make a difference for us. And feedback is always good. If you have a video you really like, tell us. And tell us what you want to see more of. We're always open to suggestions.
So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking our Facebook page. And until next time, Lolo ho.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. We are riding camels to our campsite in the Sahara Desert.
What is that? Get a bunch of what's that?